So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
The Signal Iduna Park located in Dortmund. It really is a tremendous arena. So that's got things underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable.
It's Ibrahimovic! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Desti duysa hadi.
Brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the
Hvala Mihajlo, brate, hvala.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Yeah. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And it's De Jong. Now there's a shot, surely! Oh, that's just stunning!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
And the finish! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Looking to play him in. And Dijk spots it and intercepts. Picked out brilliantly. Real chance here. Good decision by the keeper. Got that exactly right. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Mbappe. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him.
Mbappe! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's been taken short. Mbappe! Chance! And he's following up! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Vieira clearly knew where that was falling. He'll be disappointed he didn't put it away.
And it's Lahm. That's been slipped through. It's Seedorf. He has found a way through. Cross in. And he's heaved it away. Botafogo are trailing against the run of play. Maldini goes on a charge down the left. Strokes it back.
Just too much pressure.
And the shot! Really well taken goal. They have hauled themselves right back.
Desti lui da si per 3.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Messi. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected. It's a corner. Corner number 2 then. Messi plays it short. And here's Messi. Goes for the shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Corner number 3 coming up. Czech breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Botafogo have the chance to go the other way. Against the cross crossbar. Ambitious, but just off target.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Oh yeah.
Vieira. Mbappe. Lyon applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does.
Chance for a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now, can they get him away? He's got away. It's Salah! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he nearly went all the way.
Mohamed Salah just backs himself every time.
Ma nemoj bre da ti beži tako lopta bre, koji kurac.
And here's Mbappe. Mbappe goes steaming forward. And it's Vieira. Ibrahimovic. That's a cute ball. Now this could be a chance. And he's certainly onside here. Rummenigge! Mohamed Salah. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And he's managed to get free. Messi. He's gone for goal! Oh, split-second reaction.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Van Dijk cuts it out. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Mbappe. Lyon looking to pass their way through. Now it's Messi. And the first half is done. Nothing to separate the two teams at half.
Pa bre, Mihajlo, moguće da jeste bre.
Really good go and they head into the break.
Ne znam šta ti kažem.
What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about.
5 sejva imam, brate, od nekih glupih šuteva, nešto, znači,
So it'll be fascinating to see how
užas.
both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. Lyon get the second half started. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And this is Hullet. De Jong. Lyon finding their passes. Rummenigge. And he's got the beating of his man. Well, and the shots! Botafogo take the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Played out towards the right wing. Can he get on the end of this? Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Maldini does well to get it back. And it's Vieira. He's tried one!
Au, brate, cijelu utakmicu lik samo šutira onako bez veze. Pa ako uđe, uđe. Ali Gerd Müller, brate, skače preko 95 Van Dijka. Jumping 95. Nice.
Makes the interception. Messi.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Vieira. Rummenigge looking to shake off some unwanted attention. It's Ibrahimovic!
Bravo, Ibro.
Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Almost the perfect
Ajmo
move.
napolje.
Almost. The finish just wasn't
Odličan
quite
si.
at the same level.
Pošto zicere mašeš, ideš napolje.
Substitution for Botafogo. Number
Botafogo
18,
choosing to make the first change.
Number 7, Mateus. Number 8, Seydorf. Coming on the
Incentive
field,
set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Number 15,
And he's picked out the run.
Wilson.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now this could be a chance. He's had a shot! They've scored! And this is
Evo ga Mbappe super sad.
and better.
Prva šansa, gol.
Just so calm under pressure.
Easy.
And he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Mbappe demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
And a chance!
Moćni Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
And they are pulling clear here. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So now the difference is 3.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Rummenigge. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now it's Mbappe. Aimed beyond the defence. Botafogo are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Bullet. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Messi. Driving on and making good progress. Well read. And the danger is averted.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, well measured. He's found a way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, good read.
Malo za promjenu, šta fali?
De Jong threads one in, bops him off it and wins back the ball. Mbappe! Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Vieira.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
De Jong has created one goal already. Vieira. Opts for safety. To Bergamo. De Jong. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick.
Nije loš, nije loš. Ušao dao 2-3 gola. Bre.
And it's Vieira. And he's had it nicked away. In Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, that was vital. Nicely aimed pass. Mbappe powering forward here. De Jong. Mbappe.
There will be 3
Messi.
minutes added time.
Mbappe! Mbappe!
Oh,
Oh,
da.
how good is that? That is a gem! An absolute gem! They're back within reach! What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even
And that's it. Botafogo have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoy.
Predrže, brate, igram lige. Biće predrže jedan stream samo friendly mečevi sa gledaocima, pa ćemo tada bacimo, nije nikakav problem, brate.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Good chance here! not quite.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Mateus, can he get it through? There's the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Ibrahimovic is offering a wry smile there. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Ibrahimovic! Well, there's the clearance. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Mohamed Salah. And it's mainly because of his frightening pace. He's
gone for goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Uja. Sam ko šutirali.
Thuram can get it clear.
Ajde.
Tries from distance.
Ti me se bavaš.
The ball's run loose here.
Šta je ovo?
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Vieira demonstrating his defensive quality there. And it's Seedorf. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Gullit dominates aerially so often. And he whips it in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Great ball, and he's in, and the shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Ibrahimovic deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
No, he's just misjudged that one.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well, nothing to report in terms of goals, but it's not for the want of trying.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? And the referee has given a free kick just outside the box.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
Oh, shooting chance! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Sad će probamo Petre.
Tries to pass it through. Mbappe is onto this. Mbappe stood his ground strongly. Oh, well played, well played. Gullit. And Mateus. Played out to the right. Oh, he's found support out wide. Van der Sar claims it without any fuss. Mateus conjures time and space where few can.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim. Mbappe! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Back on the ball again. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And he's managed to get rid. Turan is very much of the non-shall-pass school of defending. And he's in on goal. And the finish!
Koji save jebote od Lika? Koji save više ovaj Van der Sar? Sve mu jebem. Koji save po redu, brate? Sve čisti golovi, skida retar. Jebote.
Mateus. Ball's gone astray. Rijkaard. Mbappe. And he welcomes it in. Now this could be a chance. Tries a shot.
Evo, brate. Više ga prim gol. 4 sejva ima golman mrtvi. Jebem ti igricu.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other. And it's
Sad će Mesija skoči. Čudo nije skočio.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far.
4 sejva, 4 čista gola, retard od jebenog Van der Sara.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Bravo Ibro, stani ti, nemoj da uletiš. Jebem li ti sve da ti jebem.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Mora da se odigra u jebenom turniru best of 3 po svaku cenu, koliko god da si dobar. Pote best of 3. Miš, jebem ti igricu.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
And that has added a whole new...
Ma beži, brat, iznervirao sam se, znači...
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
He's through and he shoots!
Tako je, bre. Bravo, Ibro. Iskupi se za prošli meč.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Ma, brate, skinuo mu Čeh, ja ne znam šta je skidao, nije Čeh, Van der Sar. Ja ne znam šta je skidao, brate.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Botafogo take the lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Seedorf could move up a gear here. Botafogo ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. So we've reached
Esta
the
žuri.
mark. That has been cut short.
Leon really are going to
Vidi, 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 vidi.
It's just a matter of
Uz noge mu prođe
sustained
lopta.
effort.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Botafogo are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Yeah. Look at the decent chance! Sticks it away! And the lead lost no time at all!
Kako sam jeftino ispao. Kako jeftino. Da ne može jeftinije.
Which for me deserved that equalizer.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Changement pour l'Olympique Lyonnais. Le numéro
Sad će
19,
Gerec to da reši.
On both sides, actually.
le numéro 19,
So all square and not for the first time.
le numéro
You've got to
15,
commend
Ovo
that.
nije bio faul.
It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Oh, that's a fine interception. Bellingham. And the counter is on. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Vieira. And it's De Jong. Lahm wins the duel this time. Van Nistelrooy. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, well played. Edmilson is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And he's had a hit! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Lamine Yamal fully appreciates that. He could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Bellingham. And it's Tevez. Lyon finding their passes. Now it's Yamal. Bale. Rummenigge. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pullet cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Lyon can breathe again. Just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on...
He's had a shot!
Gareth Bale, rekli smo da rešava.
And they get themselves in front. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Gde si start, šta ima, brate?
Changement en cours.
Botafogo are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Botafogo get themselves into the lead.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
And he was quick to react. Very much into the last knockings. Looking for the run.
Bravo, Bremaldini.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Il y aura 4 minutes de temps additionnel.
Time added on 4 minutes. Pull it. Now that looks a decent ball. Bale. Whistle's gone and they've got themselves a free kick.
Well, they're struggling
Dessi
with
premunt.
a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
Pull it.
Brate, kažem ti ja.
Options in the middle. So who's he going to be?
Napredak je evidentan.
Deftly away. Has a shot. Van Nistelrooy, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. He's on it. Can he get away? He's shifting through the gears here. And he gets rid in a hurry. And that will be the final act.
Ma gde se
What a
muče?
terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players.
Da je uradio test cancel, dao bi mi gol. Ne bi imao šanse. A dobro, GG. Brate, igrao sam protiv tog Jesus is King, to je neki naš? A, brate, imaš ih raznih. Bravo. Opa, evo imamo i drugi playoff.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, they are up and running already. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. First effort on goal.
The moans and groans are predictable. He felt compelled to try.
Now, can they get him away?
Roberto Carlos, Peter, might have had more of an impact on the world game than any other fullback before or since.
In what regard?
Well, with his pace, skills and his overlapping runs, he effectively revolutionised the role. He turned the fullback into a vital attacking weapon. It inspired so many players to be just like him.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Kaka. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Messi. Bellingham. Bellingham plays it in.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Eze's cross. Czech claims it. Safe hands. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Thuram has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Eze will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Ibrahimovic charging forward, the ball at his feet. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Right. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Botafogo! First blood drawn.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Botafogo. Eze!
Má, brate, gledaj ovo smeće.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Kaka has been caught there. It's a foul. And it's Eze. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And it's made its way to him. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. He's had it taken off him. Eze. Roberto Carlos. Eze going face to face with his great rival. Oh, that's fabulous. Real chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Rummenigge is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. And he was alert to it. Botafogo have the chance to go the other way. And it's Hullet. Can he get it through? Is having a shot! A A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Vieira can so cleverly bypass the press. Kaka. Rummenigge. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Seedorf. Rummenigge looking to add to his goal. Knocks it into space. Big chance! Goal! Botafogo!
Bravo Seedorf, bre, prospigol.
And they're back in front. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to...
And Messi! Oh, it's come off the upright. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And that's not going to reach. Now, can he find a finish? Shapes to shoot! They've scored! And they're at it again in double quick time. An act of charity gratefully received.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Here's a chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Eze really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Eze powering forward here. Vieira. Makelele eases the ball away from him. And that'll be the last act of the first half.
Botafogo are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say, deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue...
Joj, moram malo da smanjim te reklame, svi se žale, brat.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1.
Uvek zaboravim.
Here we go again. Numbers sharp and uncompromising. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Bullet.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And that has left him in a heap. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. It is a fair distance from goal. I'm not sure if he'll have a go.
Bože me se čuva.
Threads one in. There's no flag. Can he finish? Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Mateus with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Messi. Played out wide. Makelele. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Rummenigge. Oh, really good feet. Vieira. Bellingham. Rummenigge.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Roberto Carlos got a long way forward to join the attack. Out towards the flank. And that should get the job done. And it's Bellingham. Bullet gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. And here's the chance to counter. And here's Ibrahimovic. He's going for goal! That was probably asking just too much.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Botafogo perhaps contemplating their next change here. Front-footed pressing going on here. Rummenigge, and he's lost his man here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Nicely aimed pass. Vieira. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Rafael Varane. Rice. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, strongly challenged there. And it's Rice. And Makaleli. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Mbappe. Can he spark a counter here? Vinicius Junior goes on a run down the left wing. Arsenal are looking to break at pace. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Zola. Good running, strong and purposeful. And here's Donadoni. This is Owen. Goes for a shot! Oh, what has happened here? It is a corner. Corner number 2 then. Botafogo are looking to go forward now. Rice. Salah. This is promising. That looks a decent ball. Mohamed Salah. Defending of the desperate variety. And he's had a shot! So, third corner of the game.
Ma kako njemu, brate.
And it's Varane. Owen. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And now a sudden chance to counter. Makaleli demonstrating his defensive quality there. Salah. And here's Owen. He's found a way through. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. And it's Ed Nielsen. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Rice. And he's there to make the challenge. Rummenigge. There's the shot! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Rafael Varane. Zola. And Donadoni. Now it's on it. Tries to play it through. And he welcomes it in. And the finish! Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. So what can they make of this? That's at the end. Botafogo are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave, which envelops the team. And as you can see, we shoots!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, that was vital. Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, Peter, I think the role Jude Bellingham will be given will be important here. He's like a combination of a number 8 and a number 6. Great defensively, very aggressive too in going after the ball, but he's also a very neat dribbler, so not the type to stay put, and I'm sure we'll see a lot of that today.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Probing pass. Oh, it's a great... Can he finish?
Ma brat.
Makaleli.
This is the time you need that pace.
He's looking wide. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Well, they've made all the inroads, and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Stood up well to him there. Now it's Messi. And it's Kaka. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable... Mbappe! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Botafogo have the chance to go the other way. Ibrahimovic was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Ja ne umem ovako sklanjam loptu, brate, ovako brzo kao on. Iskreno.
That's a shade optimistic. Czech sends that a long way. Neither side yet able to find the net. Pull it. Vieira. Arsenal look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams count.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. Pulls off a sensational save. Van Dijk. That's a sharp pass. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Kaka puts his foot on the... takes a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Kaka actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. Roberto Carlos with the short one. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well seen.
Dude.
Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Eze. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game.
Koliko smara lica svojom igrom, ovo davno nisam vidio.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Mateus. Eze. That's really well maneuvered. And here's the chance
Udavim,
to counter.
udavim.
Makaleli. And here's Mbappe. Little pass back. Oh, that's a chance! Goal!
Ovo je samo zato što me udavio, brate, zato sam ispao, jer baš ono, smara ubija.
And it's half-time here. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to...
Ma više me smorio, brate, nego što me nadigrao. Udavio me, brate.
Because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Botafogo really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Turan. Bellingham is the team's great visionary. And it's Makaleli. Eze. Eze looking to penetrate opposition. And a chance!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Turan. It is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
The manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Messi is onto it in a flash. Botafogo still this single goal behind.
Brate,
Bellingham.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Makaleli, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. Now it's Hullet, looking for options for movement. And that's another good win of the ball. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
332.
Oh, that's well spotted. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Rummenigge is onto this. Chance, surely! He scored! Botafogo back on level terms! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Botafogo are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 22.
So, time for changes on both sides,
Number
actually.
10,
Botafogo grab the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next...
And he's had a hit! Coming on the field. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Number 41, Rice. Substitution.
And that should get the job done. Tries to thread one through. And it's Lam. Elects to cross a terrific header. He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Makaleli. And here's Zola. Zola will not want to lose out here. And there's the shot! Just off target.
Zola really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Vinicius Junior. Oh, and the shot! Goal!
Moćni Vini, bre.
They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Botafogo take the lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department. Botafogo surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
He's found the way, and the shot! And the lead stays intact, just.
Yeah, you always
Beh, sicuro c'è loro lascio a te.
the tempo after going behind. It's not like they have any other option now.
Corner number 3 coming up. Real chance! And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
So their 4th corner of the game. Botafogo are looking to go forward now. Varane promptly onto that, and that is that. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Edmilson. And here's Mbappe. Gullit. Plenty to aim at here. Gullit plays it in. And that's the keeper's ball. Arsenal do have a chance to counter here. Makaleli. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? He's had it taken off him. Edmilson. Looking to play him in. Big chance! And that is wildly off target. No, it's come to nothing.
Botafogo can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. It's Salah!
Ha ha ha. Jaj, vrate, šta mi lik daje, jebate.
It really is a finish of the highest order. We thought it was over. It's all square once more. A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
All square again into the dying minute. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, that's fat. There's the shot.
Moj rumeni,
That
brat.
could so easily have gone in. It didn't, and the 90 minutes are up. Botafogo looked for a second that they might steal it there, but we still have deadlock.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So all square, we need a winner, and we will be back for extra time.
Substitutions taking place.
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Botafogo pay the price for failing to close out the match in normal time. Can they avoid the same fate here, where the consequences are still more serious? Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Nicely shaped ball, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And here's Sola. Makaleli. Vinicius Junior. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He might be in here. Can he finish? And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Thuram. Salah. And it's Rice. Donadoni. Donadoni has been caught there. It's a foul. That's good running with the ball. Van Dijk.
Brate, šta je ovo bilo, je?
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Hullet. Nicely weighted ball.
Kakav mrtvi pas.
The specialist in tearing teams apart. Makaleli.
Vedi pas.
Salah. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Extra time reaches.
Primio sam oba gola u nadoknadi, u 45 plus 1 i 90 plus 1.
To the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them?
Užas.
And so the last chance to find a winner. This has
Ma
been
vidio.
enthralling. So what do the
Da.
last 15 minutes have left? Makaleli.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Closing in on Owen! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Owen fully appreciates that. He could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Substitution for Arsenal.
They're up to 5 corners now.
Donadoni. Coming on to replace him is number 17.
Defending of the desperate variety. And now they can spring out of defence. Tries to play it through. And that's clear cut.
Crveni.
It's a free kick. There could be trouble here. But for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. That carried quite a threat. Again, with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Brate, koliko
It's a very open game.
lik igrao neki futbol, brate, udavi me, jedva čekam da završim, brate, ovu partiju. Znači, udavi me. Jedva čekam da završim. Jedva čekam da završim. Ali, majke mi moja, ovo je užas igrati ovakve utakmice.
That was well played, well stopped. Zola, oh, great feat that. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Turan. Zola. Is there any support? He might not need it.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Zola charging forward, the ball at his feet. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And that's it. Nothing to separate them. It is penalties.
Ma esiste per mettere del top ed essere.
Watching both teams refusing to lose. I mean, they both ran their socks off.
The referee has ended the second half of extra time. All square. Some weary legs out there. So who has it left in them to take a penalty? They could really do with scoring the first penalty. And he puts them one up.
Yeah, it's a guessing game for the keeper, and he gets wrong.
Messi steps up for his penalty.
Još jedna utakmica patnje, brate, znači ne mogu da verujem.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Arsenal have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
Ma nemoj da mi to radiš, bre, mrtvu fintu mi...
Great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Me davi, brate, ovdje me jebeš fintama.
Botafogo are looking to break at pace.
Jebote. Udavi me lik, ne igra mi se igrica.
It's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Van Dijk has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of...
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, great low ball in.
Oh, he may have snatched at that, Peter. The ball came in at a pace, and at a good height too. He only needed to redirect it.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Botafogo have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Hullet. And it's Hullet. Pass is coming off in quick succession here, and it's made its way to him. That is a brilliant interception. Looking for the run.
Daj ga više, bre, o... Jebote, rumenigdje.
Yeah, typically for him, it was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Messi. It's a lovely, neat pass. Has a look and place it forward. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Nicely aimed pass. Could move up a gear here. And it's Seedorf. And here's Hullet. Hullet driving forwards.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Ambitious ball here. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Seedorf. Played out wide. Lahm. Lahm plays it in. Thuram can get it clear. Here's Ibrahimovic. Nicely weighted chance.
Au, GG, brat. GG.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Kaka can so cleverly bypass the press. Botafogo are one up. Kaka! Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
Mateus. Vieira. Kaka. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Lam is always looking to play quality balls. And here's Ibrahimovic. Turan. Looking to play him in. Kaka. Kaka powering forward here. And it's Eze. Kaka is having a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Roberto Carlos. Cross in, looks like a good one. Vieira getting this one clear.
2 added minutes
And
has been
now they can
indicated.
spring out of defence. He is just caressing the ball. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. There's the whistle for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to
Although
play on the break,
attendees, this is
and their
a
opponents pretty much
children's
played right
announcement.
into their hands.
Please
So
keep your eyes
no
on
wonder
your
they've got their
children
tails up
during
at
the match
half-time.
all times.
Botafogo have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Chance, surely! It's in!
Brate, čita mi njegov igrač komandu pre nego što je odigram. U instantu trenutku kad je odigram. Znači, gledam u telo, moj kreće radi animaciju, telo igrača ide. Ovo je presmešno.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Makaleli.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Hullet. And Hullet! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
That's good play. And he whips it in. He rises! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
So, third corner of the game. Mateus with the short one. Cross from Rummenigge.
Carlos preko Ibre, brate. Carlos, ma daj, puši kurac, kona mi. Puši kurac, Šta je, bre, ovo bilo, bre, ljudi?
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Ma, bre, branim se cijelu utakmicu i ćao. Ne mogu da se nerviram.
Ball's gone astray. Strokes it back. It's Makaleli. And that's another good win of the ball. Botafogo do have a chance to counter here. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Messi. And he's on Kaká! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Substitution for Arsenal.
Arsenal
10,
have their third corner.
Number 19, Messi. Number 22,
Vieira is there, and he can get that clear. Rummenigge running with the ball.
13, Bellingham.
Rummenigge.
Coming on the field.
Mbappe. Chance for a shot!
Number 11.
And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
21, Donadoni. Number 41, Rice. Substitution in progress.
Ah, he's given it away. He's found a way through. And the shot! And the ball's come
Imada.
here.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
And here's Owen. And here's Mohamed Salah. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Vinicius Junior. Botafogo still have the cards to affect this game. Rummenigge looking understandably energised after his goal. Looking for options for movement. Rummenigge providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And he's whipped it across. Well, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And here's Hullet.
Druže, koji su autoslidinzi, bre, moj me jebe neko, bre.
Concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Mbappe chasing after it. Donadoni. Makaleli. Rice. Can he get it through? Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Botafogo clearly should have...
And a chance!
A skini mu je, bre.
Who's going to get there? No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And this is Hullet. Very nicely done. Shapes to shoot! He can get that clear. And it's Vieira. Now it's Vinicius Junior. A lot of space ahead of him. And he's managed to get free. Rice. And the number on the board is 3. And that has left him in a heap.
Da se okreće
Got
opet.
himself a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Rice. Brilliantly cut out. And that's it. Botafogo are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner.
Hello, everybody,
Your
and
final
please
thoughts,
join
Jim?
me
I
in
think we
wishing
just saw a
happy
team
wedding
winning
anniversary
by
from
playing
one
to
of
their
our fan
strengths.
club
There was a
members.
clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Dosta. Posle ovog, brate, posle ova 3 meča što sam sad odigrao. Znači, iscrpila su me kao da sam igrao, brate, 10 divizija. Znači, ovo kretanje, ovo nazad, ovo, znači, dosta, neću da igram više. Hvala što ste gledali, ljudi. Eto, prošli smo u play-off, negde kraj play-offa i kraj kupa, možda i u polufinale kupa, tako da, eto. Nećemo da budemo zadovoljni ako ne osvojimo oba takmičenja. Tako da budite mi pozdravljeni i laku noć.